experiment number 2 of Power Electronics lab, that is based on half wave rectifier, and we will use resistive load to study how the half wave rectifier operates. This is the circuit diagram. Okay, so the supply is AC signal Vs, which is Vm sin omega t. Half wave means from the supply full AC signal only half wave will be rectified. It will be converted from AC to DC. Okay, so that is why you require only one switch. It is SCR. Okay, and we have load. For experimentation we will use load as a lamp load. Okay, so let us understand by waveform how the circuit will operate. Okay, so supply is AC signal, so I have put AC signal as a supply signal. Okay, so let us find out the output, which will be DC, that is the load voltage. Okay, so in this case, if this switch has been diode, so this would be the movement at omega t equal to 0 to omega t equal to pi, the diode would have been conducting. Okay, this would be the output in case of diode as a switch. But that will not be the case in case of SCR unless and until you apply gate signal. Although the supply is positive, the switch will not be on, and when the switch is not on, it is acting like a open circuit for supply and load. Okay, so for example, at omega t equal to 20 degree, for example, the voltage is positive, anode is positive with respect to cathode. Okay, when the supply voltage is positive, for example, at omega t equal to 20 degree, you apply the gate signal. Okay, so from this instant to this instant, you will not find the output because it will be acting like a open circuit. Okay, there is no connection between load and source, so output is going to be 0. So after 20 degree, you will find that all the supply voltage is appearing across the load end up to pi instant. Okay, so from omega t equal to 20 degree to pi, you will find all the voltage of supply side appearing across the load end, because at that time this switch will operate like a short circuit the moment you give gate signal. Okay, so this is the output. This is the output voltage. Okay, since only single SCR is being used, the moment supply cycle becomes reverse, negative, that means this is the same. Okay, so when this is the same, it will not be conducting, it will act like a again open circuit. Okay, so in the reverse case, the output is going to be 0 from pi to 2 pi. Okay, this same will continue after again when the positive cycle will come, when the voltage is positive. So 2 pi plus 20 degree, again this switch will be on, and you will find all the output, all the supply voltage across the output end, and this goes on. Okay, so what is the thing, this point when the gate signal is being applied, this particular instant is termed as alpha, which is what, firing angle alpha. So let us find out by deriving that how much is the voltage being converted if you want to calculate it. Okay, so VDC, that is output signal, will be equal to, let us integrate for one cycle. Okay, so 1 by 2 pi. Okay, you can find the output from this instant to pi instant. Okay, if you take one cycle, you will find that only in half cycle you are getting the output. So let us integrate from alpha to pi. Okay, so this will be Vm sin omega t into d omega. Fine. So you will get Vm will be out, Vm by 2 pi. Okay, minus cos omega t, and limits are alpha to 1. Okay, so when you derive it, you will get cos pi will become 1. Okay, so this, that will be Vm by 2 pi 1 plus cos alpha. Okay, so the moment you know the value of alpha, you can calculate how much is the DC signal being converted from AC signal. Okay. Okay, this is the experimental kit on half wave rectifier. This is the switch. Okay, and in parallel to it there is RC component which is used for its protection. Okay, this is anode terminal, cathode, gate, and cathode terminal. Okay, this is the supply, single phase supply, and the voltage is 24 volt AC. Okay, so this is the supply and this is the load. This is the load we will use. And for providing the gate signal, we will not give the continuous DC signal. This is the circuit which is termed as IR firing. With the help of R, we will drop the magnitude of signal, and then this output of this circuit will be given to SCR gate. Okay, gate to cathode. So signal will be generated, gate signal will be generated by this circuit, R firing circuit, with the help of resistance, and the supply to this circuit will be the main supply itself. Okay, so this particular triggering is also termed as anode triggering. Okay, because we are taking the supply directly, whatever supply will appear across anode, the same supply we are going to give the circuit. So let us make the connection. Okay, so from P terminal we are going to load, and from load we will go to anode. Okay, and then connection is P terminal, that is the supply terminal. So from P terminal we are going to load, and from load we are going to anode terminal of SCR. Okay, and then we from cathode terminal the connection goes to neutral terminal. Okay, as we have discussed that this is anode triggering method, so this circuit, whatever supply it will require, we will give from main supply itself. Okay, and this is the knob which will vary the firing angle alpha, this knob. Okay, so output of this circuit will be given to SCR like this, cathode to cathode. Fine. So this is the way we made the connection, and we have made the kit on, and this is DSO, and we have connected the DSO across the output of the load to see the signal. Whatever we have discussed right now on the blackboard, the same thing we'll discuss. Now the firing angle is 0. Okay, it is exactly at the 0 point. So you can see this is the output. Okay, now I'll stop one of the signal. Okay. Okay, so this is the signal we are getting, single, only half wave has been rectified, negative half has been 0. Okay, as we have discussed. So so in this case, let us find out how to read the firing angle alpha. See, from this point to this point, 1 2 3 4 5 lines are corresponding for 180 degree. Okay, so 5 lines are corresponding for 180 degree. So one line will correspond to how much degree? Okay, so 180 by 5. So we will get 36 degree. Okay, so one line will correspond to 36 degree. Okay, so now we'll vary the firing angle alpha. At alpha equal to 0 degree, we are getting the output to be 11.4. Okay, this mean value. Here it is displayed, mean value is 11.4. Okay, that is the speciality of DSO, that everything you will get displayed. Okay, now we'll vary the firing angle alpha. Okay, now we'll vary the firing angle alpha. So okay, so see here, I have varied the firing angle alpha. Okay, so I have varied the firing angle alpha by one line. Okay, one line means 36 degree. Okay, so 36 degree, and see the average voltage. Mean means what? Average voltage. So average voltage is 12.1. Okay, 12.1. The same thing I can calculate. We have discussed the formula that VDC is Vm by 2 pi. VDC is Vm by 2 pi 1 plus cos alpha. So right now we have gone through that alpha is 36 degree. Okay, so I have shown you that the supply voltage is 24 volt, but it is RMS value. We will convert it into maximum value, that is Vm. 24 into root 2, it comes out to be 33.94. So VDC will be equal to 33.94 by 2 pi 1 plus cos 36. Okay, so let us make this calculation. 1 plus cos 36 into 33.96 divided by 2 pi, that comes out to be 9.78. okay, so this is 9.78. By calculation you get this value. Now again I will vary the firing angle alpha. Okay, so you can see that firing angle alpha is been varied by 2 lines. Okay, so 2 lines means 36 into 2, 72 degree. Okay, mean value is 8.73, 8.72. Okay, so again you can same make the formula and get the calculated value. Okay, so 1 plus cos 72 into 33.94 divided by 2 pi will give you 7 point something. Okay, that is the calculated value. Okay, so from here you can take more readings also. From here you can see the moment you are increasing the firing angle alpha, the voltage is getting reduced. Okay, voltage is getting reduced. So that is the relation. When you are increasing alpha, the output, that is the DC signal, it is getting reduced. That is the relationship between alpha and VDC. There is an inverse relationship. Okay, fine. Thank you.